Give it up for your next comedian, Corey Isaac.
Yeah, Corey.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. You know, I just recently moved to the Louisville area, and it's nice to be where there's ducks in the Jeeps and bullet holes in the Nissan Altimas. But if you can't tell by my accent, I was born and raised in southeastern Kentucky. I sound like I gave Larry the Cable Guy a blowjob and swallowed. But you know, it was hard for me growing up in southeastern Kentucky because when my mom was pregnant with me, she cheated on my pastor father with a woman.
Whoa.
And how he found out was when I was born, I had carpet burn on the top of my head. I told my dad that joke and I said, "Do you get it?" And he went, "I thought it was a birthmark." But you know, growing up, my friends would ask me, like, "Corey, why'd your parents get divorced?" And I'd say, "I don't know. My dad said something about eating a box. I'm not really quite sure because it would confuse the hell out of us. I even tried it one time. I got a pizza box, tore off a bit of it, and started munching on it. And I went, something's fishy here." And I went to my mom and I was like, "Listen, I don't like eating boxes. I get that you do. I'm cool with it. I'm hip and liberal, whatever, but it's not for me." And she goes, "I've always known it's not for you." But you know, at least I know that I am not the reason for my parents' divorce, which I kind of wish I was, because that would give me a reason on why I'm an alcoholic. I mean, really, I need to cut back on the beer. In the past 6 months, I have gained 24 pounds. My stretch marks are starting to look like the mountains on the Coors Light can. And it's the damnedest thing. When I'm cold, they turn blue. But you know, sometimes I have to drink. Like, for example, I went to a gay bar with a few friends of mine a couple months ago, and I really had to go to the bathroom. So I'm walking to the bathroom, and I happen to look in one of the rooms, and they're having a puppy play party. If you don't know what puppy play is, it's a step down from a furry. But I was looking and they had like a playpen, chew toys, puppy pads, even extra leather dog masks, just in case you forgot yours at home. And I just didn't think anything about it. I said, "No, I'm hip and liberal, whatever." Just kept on walking. I got to the bathroom and the line was a mile long. I was like, "Oh God." And I sat there and I thought about it for a second and I went, "I wonder." So I went back to the puppy play room, put one of their leather dog masks on, got on all fours, hiked a leg up, and pissed on one of the pads. And for a split second, I understood why people did this, because somebody came up to me and was like, "Good boy! Good boy for using the pad." And I'm like, "Okay, I kind of like this." And then one of them came up and sniffed my ass, and I said, "I'm done. I'm done." But, you know, I know Trump is on the news a lot lately, and I have a business idea that I think could make him millions. And that is if he records Bible scriptures. Just imagine, "And Jesus wept. I wouldn't have wept. God created the earth in 7 days. I would have done it sooner. David threw a stone, hit Goliath in the forehead. What a pussy." Thank you all so much. Have a great night, guys.